he broke his jaw or something happened?
Jesus. Yeah.
It's October 12th, 2024, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The night Frazer Clarke's jaw was shattered. In just one round, Fabio Wardley unleashed a brutal punch that left Clarke's dreams and jaw broken. The crowd froze in stunned silence. This was a sobering reminder. You don't play boxing. Months earlier, their first encounter was a savage, blood-soaked war ending in a draw. But tonight, there were no ties, only devastation. This was the night their rivalry exploded, reshaping the heavyweight division. Welcome back to Fight Story.
You're mad at the world for a minute. Why me? Why? You know, I'm asking God, why did that happen, you know?
Fabio Wardley's journey into boxing is nothing short of remarkable. A tale of late beginnings and relentless ambition that defied convention. Unlike most pros who rise through the amateur ranks, Wardley's path began at age 20, lacing up gloves for the first time, not in a prestigious gym, but in white-collar boxing matches. Yet, in the raw, unsanctioned grit of those white-collar bouts, he discovered a love for the ring. He didn't have the national titles or Olympic medals that paved the way for other fighters. Instead, Wardley had something different, a fierce determination to learn fast, fight hard, and prove himself among the elite.
4 white-collar fights over the space of probably a year and a half, maybe, something like that. So it's been a very quick ride to kind of where I am now, but I obviously still have so much more to learn.
His career took a critical turn when he crossed paths with heavyweight contender Dillian Whyte, who recognised Wardley's potential and took him under his wing. From hard sparring sessions to invaluable mentorship, Whyte's influence transformed Wardley from a novice to a prospect worth watching.
Just keep winning, stay active, you know, his fan base is already building, you know, he does 300-400 tickets, you know, he trains hard, he comes in good shape, and he can talk a bit as well, which is always a good thing to have in boxing.
After the sparring sessions, he'd want to take the time and talk to me about the session and things I did well and things I can improve on and just little pointers and things which I really appreciated.
Wardley's real test of fire came against Nathan Gorman for the British heavyweight title. Early on, Gorman's experience and technical skill posed a significant challenge, testing Wardley's ability to withstand pressure from a seasoned fighter. But Wardley's resilience shone through as he adjusted, absorbing Gorman's best shots before unleashing his own power in a series of explosive knockdowns. By the end, Wardley emerged victorious, securing the title and announcing himself as a serious force in the division.
He's described you as soft.
I'm harder than he is and everyone in his team though. Myself is harder than everyone in his team. Facts. He's not intelligent enough to see that I'm setting traps. You know, and on Saturday night he'll see that. He's got no boxing IQ. The man can only fight one way.
Next, Wardley faced David Adelai, a clash drenched in rivalry and bad blood. Adelai, a technically sound and powerful puncher himself, sought to neutralise Wardley's aggression with a disciplined, cautious approach. Wardley, however, refused to be kept at bay, breaking down Adelai's defences round by round with relentless body shots, powerful hooks, and unstoppable forward pressure. Finally, Wardley's assault overwhelmed Adelai, forcing the referee to step in and call the fight. In victory, Wardley had not only proven himself against another top British prospect, but solidified his standing as a legitimate contender in the heavyweight division. Frazer Clarke's journey to the professional ring is a testament to his discipline, resilience, and a wealth of experience that's rare even among boxing's elite. Unlike Wardley's unconventional rise, Clarke's path was meticulously built through years in the amateur ranks, representing Great Britain internationally and capped by a bronze medal at the Tokyo Olympics. But even as he climbed the amateur ladder, Clarke's life outside the ring was equally demanding. He worked as a security guard at boxing events.
It was a great experience. I got to see firsthand, you know, a little bit behind the scenes, I enjoyed it so much, and the best experience was for me sitting ringside and seeing people that I look up to and people that I aspire to. It was a fantastic experience. It was also a difficult experience because it got to the stage where I was seeing a lot of people in there getting a lot of applause, and I'm sitting there thinking, I can beat these guys.
However, Clark's journey wasn't without hardship. In 2016, a near-fatal stabbing in his hometown became a life-changing moment. As a young father, he was forced to confront his mortality.
I didn't care about anything else at the time, just the fact that my daughter was 2 weeks old, and a couple of inches to the left, a couple of inches to the right, she ain't got a dad no more, do you know what I mean? So I was very lucky.
Emerging from these challenges, Clark became known for his unbreakable resilience, relentless power, and technical precision, qualities forged in adversity. Transitioning to the professional ranks, Clark's polished skill set and mental toughness made him a fan favourite, with expectations mounting as he joined forces with boxer Ben Shalom and the 258 management team led by Anthony Joshua.
This is one of the most decorated heavyweights we've ever had in this country. And so to sign him before his pro debut, before everything really kicks off for him, it's a special moment for us.
With his impressive support system, Clark was primed for greatness. All he needed was to keep winning and rise through the ranks. And rise he did, dispatching opponents in devastating fashion, leaving fans clamouring for a domestic clash with Wardley, the British heavyweight champion. And he soon found himself the mandatory challenger for the British title. But then came the purse bid controversy, a situation that was, for Clark, a bitter setback. Although prepared to face Wardley, his management team decided to withdraw, reasoning that Clark needed more time, especially with only an 8-rounder under his belt.
Anyone that's ever worked in boxing will know that rounds make a difference. It doesn't matter how talented you are. He's fought one 8-rounder that went 2 rounds, and they want, in potentially 3 weeks, go into his first 12-rounder like that. It's just not going to happen.
I feel sorry for him because he got a bit mugged off, that's all, and he wants to fight, but he got made to look like he don't want to fight. But I know him, I know him better than that.
For Clark, this decision felt like a punch to the gut. As a mandatory challenger, he was ready to prove himself, but his team's caution felt like the rug had been pulled from under him. It was a harsh lesson in the business side of boxing, one that reminded him of how limited his control really was.
No reason given other than their house. They clearly don't believe in their man the way they say they do.
Gentlemen, please. Frazer Clark and the defending champion, Fabio Wardley.
Clear and honest, he didn't want it. And he'll say he did, he'll say he was ready for it, he'll say he'll take it at any time, at any place, anywhere, but push comes to shove, when the moment came, he wasn't there, he didn't show up.
This man thinks you docked him.
No, the whole of Ipswich thinks I ducked him.
No, the whole of boxing.
I left the room distraught. I left the room in Birmingham, vexed, wanting to go and smash up a hotel room.
I know he ducked me, and it's fine, and you can lay it out however you wish and say, like, they didn't let me do it, I wasn't in control.
Daddy didn't let me, yeah?
Yeah, Daddy Daddy let you.
Daddy
Shalom didn't let you fight me because he knew, what you know as well, you weren't ready then.
Because I go through all the comments, I had a message, you know what it said? It said that the amateur boxing reputation in England is on your shoulders. If you lose to this man, then guess what?
The talking was over, and it was finally time for the fighters to settle it in the ring. Under the deafening roar of the crowd, they squared off at London's iconic O2 Arena. Clark came out sharp, setting the tempo with a stiff jab that kept Wardley at bay. Clark's footwork kept him just out of Wardley's reach, while his straight punches found their mark. But Wardley, the power puncher, wasn't silent for long. Hunting for that lethal overhand right, he looked to unleash his force. But Clark stayed disciplined, slipping the big shots and snapping back with solid combos. In round 5, Wardley's persistence paid off. With seconds left, a punishing right dropped Clark to the canvas, a chilling reminder of Wardley's raw power. Clark rose swiftly, unfazed, signalling he was still in it. As the rounds wore on, fatigue set in. Wardley's nose was bloodied, and his right eye began to swell. Clark's discipline and sharpness took control, his jab battering Wardley's face and backing him up. A point deducted for Clark in the 7th round gave Wardley a much-needed boost in confidence. The final rounds were a grueling test of will. Clark's conditioning shone through, landing well-timed uppercuts and jabs, yet Wardley dug deep, throwing with raw determination that won the crowd's admiration. As they stepped into the 12th, both fighters knew it was all or nothing, pouring everything into those final explosive seconds. A draw. The arena erupted, and the fans demanded a rematch, knowing this fierce rivalry was only beginning.
He's a bit more skillful than I thought he was going to be. You know, for saying he's late coming into actual professional boxing after his white collar background, yeah, he's got a little bit more brains than I thought he had.
To be fair to him, he's got a lot of heart. I went into the last fight saying he was soft, saying I didn't think he had it, thinking he would break down mentally, give up, probably cop out after I put the pressure on, but I'll credit where credit is due. He rode the wave with me.
The rematch was inevitable. Two relentless rivals with one ruthless goal. This time, the energy was electric. They had felt each other's power in the ring, and neither intended to leave without carving their name into heavyweight history. Both knew that victory here would be a golden gateway to the division's elite. October 12th, 2024, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Round 13 began, and the fighters collided with ferocious fists, each thunderous right hand loaded with their shared history. In a flash, Wardley landed his powerful right, sending Clark wobbling. Seizing the moment, Wardley smashed Clark's body, pressing his advantage as Clark struggled to regain control. But just when Clark attempted to steady himself, Wardley unleashed another crushing blow, this time breaking Clark's jaw and ending the battle in brutal, breathtaking fashion. This was the night Fabio Wardley shattered Frazer Clark's jaw in round 1. A seismic statement to the heavyweight division. Wardley was here to dominate, with his eyes set on heavyweight glory. For Clark, the journey to redemption will be long. But tonight belongs to Fabio Wardley, the unrelenting contender ready to clash with the world's best.